and I'm not looking here, you're going to know why. We're now live on YouTube and Facebook. In fact, tell you what, we're live on Instagram, we're live on Facebook business page, we're live on YouTube, and we're live in a Facebook group. I mean, it's just like seriously high tech. And sometimes sometimes I actually shock myself. Yeah, I think that we're live everywhere. I'm just going to go in here and check. For those of you who have joined me on Instagram, hi, we're going to be doing a Q&A. For those of you who are here on Facebook and on YouTube, good to see you guys. I'm just going to go into the group and check that everything is good and as it should be. And then we are going to get started with the Q&A. So if you have a question here on Instagram, just write it in the comments. I'll scroll through the comments. If you have, oh yes, it's live. Perfect. Okay. So if you're on Facebook or or YouTube, then write your comments in the comment chat box. If you're here on Instagram, write your comments here on Instagram. I'll try to get through as many questions as I possibly can. What we're actually specifically really going to be chatting about today is the new Extreme Menopause Body Makeover challenge that, well, it's not really a challenge. It is kind of a challenge, but there's no prize money this time. But it actually opens, well, the cart closes tomorrow. So I'm live here on Instagram, I'm live here on Facebook, just in case you're wondering why I'm looking back and forth. But we have Extreme Menopause Body Makeover. The cart closes tomorrow. Last chance to get lifetime access to this program. And I just wanted to do a live Q&A in case anybody had any questions that were like burning questions that they wanted me to answer. So let me just say a few hellos. We have loads here on Instagram saying hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Do you know what the funny thing is? I can't really pronounce people's names very well. That's the problem. So who we've got? We've got Yolana, we've got Tammy, we've got Nikki, Michelle Pinto's here, we've got Vishy as well, we've got Josephine Williams, Lynn Marshall, Misha, we've got Julie No, we've got Simply Sunshine, Juliette Sask, we've got Yolana. Hi, Yolana. We have Karen St. Pierre, we have Angelina, Bernadette Pinto, Louise S. says it's 3 a.m. here in Melbourne, Australia. Good morning, everyone. Well, good morning, Louise. You have your overachiever hat on today on Monday morning in Australia. Everyone in Australia gets up at an ungodly hour, like they really do. It's just shocking. So for those of you who are just joining, we're live here on YouTube and Facebook, and we're live here on Instagram. And the Instagram people usually just drop in and out, which is totally fine. If you guys have a question, I'm going to take specifically questions about the Extreme Menopause Body Makeover program, which opens tomorrow. So if you're a woman in menopause, I can see there's loads of men on here. They're like, I am not a woman in menopause, because I'm live here on Instagram as well. So if you're a woman in menopause and you have questions about the Extreme Menopause Body Makeover, I'll also try and take just general questions as well if you have general questions. So, but the problem is I need to jump between Instagram and YouTube and another tab on Facebook to try and get all the questions, but I will try and get through as many as I possibly can. Let me just push my chair back a wee bit because I feel like I'm super close here. Okay, and I'll just get my microphone up a wee bit, just get myself all comfortable and settled in. Okay, so let me just, I think that's good. Yeah. I like to kind of talk across it and not like have it like right in my face. So what have we got going on here? I've seen a couple of questions coming in already. Let me grab some of them. Okay. So Leanne Bancroft is asking, what is the difference in this program and the last two Extreme Body Makeover programs? So whenever we first opened Extreme Body Makeover, the very first Extreme Body Makeover, and we then updated it to make it Extreme Body Makeover over 40. So it was a completely different program the second time round. All the workouts were different. The meal plans were different. The guidelines were different. The different builds were different. Everything was completely different. But the main difference in those programs in this new one, which we have now updated to be Extreme Menopause Body Makeover, the main difference in them is that, or in this one, apart from the obvious, which we have added brand new recipes, we've added brand new meal plans, we've added new sweet treats, we've added new snacks, savory snacks, sweet snacks, and we're adding to the nutrition part of it all the time. The main new thing about this is the lifetime coaching that you get with this program, and also the coaching with me. So I'm going to be live in the group twice a week for the next 6 months, coaching a masterclass on a Monday and a Q&A on a Wednesday. All of these Q&As and masterclasses that I'm going to be doing are going to be uploaded into a video library. So what also is going to happen with the new program now is we're actually creating a membership area. So rather than it just being a customer hub, which it is at the minute, we're actually creating a brand new membership website. So you're going to have logins, you're going to have everything separated by tab, you're going to have video library access, you're going to have your, your coaching call access, you're going to have everything included in the membership. So that's never happened for any of the previous programs. But so probably the biggest draw for this one, or the biggest change that we've made, is although the program is still separated into a 3-month build and a 3-month shred, we're encouraging everybody to not do it that way, because you get lifetime access to it. It does take longer than 6 months to build your body. So when I say lifetime access, you don't only get lifetime access to the program, you get lifetime access to the coaching as well. So after the 6 months is finished and I'm not doing the Monday and the Wednesday anymore, there's still going to be a Zoom call on a Monday, a Zoom coaching call on a Monday, a coaching call on a Tuesday, and a live in the Facebook group, which is a live Q&A on YouTube. It's going to be on a Thursday. As far as I know, I'm not sure if there's going to be a Wednesday call as well, but I think there's going to be 3 or 4 coaching calls every single week. We also have a once a month Ask a Doctor call. So we actually have a menopause doctor on staff. Like, she is a gynecologic surgeon. She is called Dr. Rachel LaMonica. She's absolutely phenomenal. She works with women between the ages of 30 and 80. She's actually going to be doing a live Zoom call once a month, which is our Ask a Doctor call for women who have any kind of medical issues and they want to ask a real doctor advice. And she's also going to be coaching solely in this Extreme Menopause Body Makeover group. So not only do you have access to me and all the coaches, you have access to a registered doctor as well, menopause doctor. What you also get with this program that we've never done before is an unparalleled level of support. So we have I could show you my phone, but I can't because I'm live here on Instagram. We have a Facebook Messenger chat. Now, any of you who've been in the 5-day group and maybe in the 4-week shred, you will have experienced what the Messenger chat is like. The Messenger chat is a way that you can literally get your question answered immediately by either me or a coach. So rather than just posting in the Facebook group, which a lot of women are still doing, inspirational stuff, they're posting pictures of their food, like they're, writing for encouragement or things that they've, learned or things they've been inspired by. What we now have for instant access is a Facebook Messenger chat. And there is nowhere on this earth do you get direct access to me other than in this program. Now, not that that's a big deal or anything, but it actually kind of is a big deal. And in fact, we were joking the other day saying that when my team want to message me, they actually go into the Facebook Messenger chat for the program, for the menopause program, and message me in there. They're like, "Hello, Kim," because it's the fastest way to get me. So the members, like, just for example, there was a member yesterday who was in the gym and she messaged and she was like, "Oh my goodness, the Smith machine is really busy. I can't get on it. Is there, can I do this exercise anywhere else? I'm in the gym. I need an answer now." And we immediately jumped back. In fact, I think me and Laura and Vanessa all answered within 5 minutes. And we said, 100%, here's different options for you. Get the barbell, get it set up. You can set up the bench. You can do it on a decline bench. You can do it. We give her all these different options. And she was like, "Oh my God, like, never in my life have I had a question answered like that. This is literally like having a personal trainer with me in the gym." We've had women in the groups going, "I'm making seitan and I don't have, butter beans. Can I use something else instead?" Or, "Hey, I'm making seitan. Am I supposed to keep it wrapped in like tinfoil or am I supposed to take it off?" Asking these questions in the group and getting immediate answers. So the real thing that sets this program apart from new information, we have put in, new cardio workouts that Laura recorded. We've put in loads of new stuff. And we're going to be adding loads of new stuff as the 6 months goes on. The main thing that you're getting for like the tiniest price is lifetime coaching. For as long as the program exists, you can access all of the Zoom calls going forward. So you don't have a 6-month deadline to achieve your goal. You now can fall off the wagon and fail and jump back on again and completely and utterly take your time and fail as much as you need to fail in order to reach success. It literally is the only program you'll ever need to purchase ever again. So, we've just added another 18-month payment plan as well. So we have full pay options. You can pay over 6 months, over 12 months, or over 18 18 months. Like, what program offers an 18-month payment plan? We really want women to succeed in this program. And those are the main differences between this program and the other ones that we have, run. So guys, for you here on Instagram, and just so you know, if I'm turning this way, it's because I'm on Instagram as well. So for you on Instagram, we're talking mostly about Extreme Menopause Body Makeover. So if you're not interested in that, you just have a general question, feel free to pop it in the chat. What else have we got going on here? Okay, this is a really good one. Could you explain how to do the PayPal payment plan? If I'm going to do it, that's the only way I'm going to be able to make it work. So I've never used PayPal credit before, but as far as I know, this is how it works. You go to PayPal, you apply for PayPal credit. PayPal then, once they approve your credit, you put in the amount that you want to approve or you want to be, given. They then apply that to your PayPal account, and then you go to our website and you make the purchase. I'm not sure if I think sometimes if people have a PayPal account and they go to our website and they choose PayPal as the option, people are telling me that it's coming up for them to say, would you like to, do this in a payment plan? So you can try that and see, does it give you that option? But if it doesn't give you that option, just go to paypal.com and apply for PayPal credit there, and then you use that money to purchase in full. So the payment plan is with PayPal. Okay. What about the meals? Are they the same like Extreme Menopause Body Makeover or Extreme Body Makeover, or different? They're slightly different in that we've added more things that you can have. So on this one, you can have a daily glass of red wine, daily chocolate, or daily yogurt and berries, I think it is, as a daily treat. So we've added a daily treat into this one. We've also added something called everyday carbs. So there is the main basic meal plan, meal principles that we advise you to stick to for best results, best fat loss results. But we've also added in everyday carbs. So things like oats and sweet potato and butternut squash or pumpkin. These kinds of things have now been added in because we realize that people want more flexibility. And because this is a longer term program, you can have a lot more flexibility with your meals and with your options. We've also added a lot more things to the website. Like I said, sweet treats. We have loads of free food recipes. We've added in loads and loads of different recipes, snack recipes, because people love to snack. And so we've added in all of those as well. So you can make those and basically figure out every single way to keep yourself on track. And then, of course, we have vegan and non-vegan options as well. What else have I got? Let me just see. Guys, I'm mostly answering questions about Extreme Menopause Body Makeover, just so you know. Okay. Let me see. What about the food inside the program? Is it designed to weigh every ingredient? No, it's not. So there's no specified meal plans or no prescriptive meal plans in this program unless you want to do the shred portion. So if you decide that you want to do a 12-week shred, then we have prescriptive meal plans for you in there, which are macro and calorie counted. But the general program, which will burn fat and build muscle like a mofo, does not have prescriptive meal plans in this program at all. We give you a set of principles. And so you basically build your food. Now, Laura went live with my chef, Lee, in our kitchen last week, showing you how to make seitan, which is a vegan protein, which is really high in protein, very low in carbs and fat. And she went live and did a seitan cooking demo. Then she's also doing another demo this week, which is basically how to build your salad or how to build your lunch. It's not really just a salad. It's how to build your plate. And so we're really going to focus on food a lot in this program, because one of the things I've noticed that women struggle with the most is food and cravings and self-sabotage and all these kinds of things. So I really want to show you in depth how to make this a lifestyle program. I'm going to show you how to, and like in the personalized coaching that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to show you how to choose recipes from recipe books. I'm going to show you how to choose off the menu in restaurants so that you can eat out, so that you can cook the most amazing, delicious meals for you and your family. We don't want you to have to sacrifice anything on this program. We want you to be able to live your best life, because this is a lifestyle program and we want to show you how to be flexible with it. So it is not about weighing everything, because that is absolutely not a way that anybody should live. Okay, let me see if there are any more questions here on Instagram. Oh, there's millions and millions and millions of comments and people joining. So hi Insta. I'm sure you're all like, what is she doing here live? And what is she actually talking about? Because everyone here knows what I'm talking about because I've been talking about it for weeks. And guys, just so you know, the let me see. Just so you know that the program doesn't close tomorrow, but the lifetime coaching ends tomorrow. So if you choose to join after tomorrow, which is Monday, October 28th, then you will be, after 6 months is finished, if you want to stay a member of the program and avail of the coaching, you will be charged $47 per month for as long as you choose to stay a member. It'll be cancelled anytime, but if you will have 6 months to purchase the program. So the program cost is for 6 months. The bonus we're offering in this particular launch is lifetime access to the program and to the coaching, but it goes away tomorrow. It's only for this launch. So you have to jump in tomorrow. Just want to see if there's any questions here on Instagram as well. I'm going to, you guys are all just lurking in the background saying hello. They're probably all wondering what the hell I'm doing here. Let me go into the group and see if there are, of course it's not showing me the bloody questions. Hang on, turn that down. The team are here answering questions in the group anyway, actually. So that is good. The girls are saying, Cindy's saying, I'm one of those people that needs help figuring out the meals for long-term success. You know what, Cindy, you're not alone. Everybody is in the same boat. So Faustina Coffee Bar is saying, I've heard there's going to be non-cash prize incentives. What will they be? I'm not sure where you heard that, but that isn't actually true. There's no prize incentives whatsoever. I mean, sometimes, we may come up with spontaneous ideas to reward people like during the challenge, but it's not actually planned or part of the program, unfortunately. The prize that you get is with me. I am the coach. I am the prize. You get coaching with me for 6 months, and that is the prize for the program. Okay. Audra Horvey is saying, just to be sure, would we have access to all the coaching call recordings as well as the ongoing calls? Yes, you would. So here's what we're doing, Audra. We are building a beautiful video library where we are going to put all of the videos in kind of week by week. So week 1, week 2, week 3, and then we're going to categorize them all. Actually, we might not even do them in weeks. We might categorize them into nutrition, training, cardio. I'm going to break down the entire program over 6 months and teach you a masterclass on a Monday and then do a live Q&A on a Wednesday. And I promise you, between the Zoom calls with the coaches, the live Q&As with me, and all the other good stuff that we have already inside the customer hub, which the members are saying has blown them away, how easy it is to navigate and how clear and easy to understand the material is. Once you see how we're going to set it out, lay it out, you're not going to be able to fail. The only way you'll fail is if you don't show up and do it. You're going to have every tool at your disposal to follow the program. That's how comprehensive it is that we are. That's how comprehensive what we're offering is. Okay, there's another question here. Just want to see. So Maria is saying she joined the 6-week over 50 program and then did the 8-week maximum body burn. She lost 12 pounds. Wow. And was 2 pounds from her goal. She said she kept going and lost the remaining 2 pounds, managed to maintain for a while, then increased the amount of protein and carbs, hoping to build more muscle. And now she's gained about 5 pounds. Should I still shred, or does this program offer muscle building? So this is a muscle building program. This program is designed to shred fat and build muscle at the same time. Now, I just have to tell you guys something, okay? I stood on the scale this morning. I'm going to work it out in pounds. I stood on the scale this morning at 72 kilos. I have never been, that's 158 pounds. And in the UK, it's 11 stone. I have never been 158 pounds, 72 kilos, or 11 stone in my entire life. And I am so happy about it. But that is pure muscle. I am 72 kilos of pure muscle. When I was training really, really, really hard in 2019, and I was doing all my bodybuilding shows. That's the last year I did a bodybuilding show. I stood on stage. My stage weight was 64 kilos and my off stage weight was 66 kilos. So I'm 6 kilos, which is about 14 pounds heavier. Let me see. It's 13.2 pounds heavier than in 2019. Now, I have since 2019 not counted a calorie. I have not focused on high protein. I have not measured protein shakes. I have taken 0 supplements, no Vitargo, no L-glutamine, no leucine, no creatine, nothing. Okay. No supplements, no but big focus on protein, nothing. All I have done in that time is continue to train in the gym. And I actually took a year off training. I only trained like 2 or 3 times a week in between 2021 and the start of 2023. Okay. So I took about 18 months. We're off the gym. My weight went back to 60 kilos. I dropped back to 60 kilos. I started back training hard in January 2023. Hard training, the way that we teach on this program. And I didn't count a calorie. I didn't count a macro. I didn't take any supplements whatsoever. I didn't measure my water. I didn't measure my sleep. I did nothing. All I did was go back to heavy training and eat the way I normally eat, which is 3 meals a day. I eat an enormous protein-rich breakfast, an enormous protein-rich lunch, and an enormous protein-rich dinner. I don't snack. I don't drink protein shakes. I don't time my nutrients. I don't wake up. Not like, I must drink my protein shake 30 minutes before I go to the gym. Or I must drink my post-workout shake just after I finish. None of that. Okay. Now, I thought that was all necessary in the past. None of it. I put on 12 kilograms of muscle in 18 months. 12 kilograms, like from 60 to 72 kilos. Now, how did I do that without drinking a protein shake, counting a calorie, taking a supplement, right? Because everybody thinks all these things are necessary. It's because of the way I eat. I am a menopausal woman. I am on HRT. And in fact, after I started taking HRT 5 months ago, my results skyrocketed. How did I do this? All I did was focus on following the principles that we teach in the Extreme Menopause Body Makeover program, which is you can eat anything. Really, you can eat anything. But we have specific principles that we have all you can eat principles. So nothing is off limits, but we have these specific food groups that you can literally eat as much as you can fit in your stomach. Eat until you make yourself sick of these different foods on the food list. So because my body is getting really, really, really rich nutrients, everything is getting fed with really high nutrients. But the food is calorifically light. I have remained about 15 to 16% body fat. I have very, very low body fat, like for an athlete or for a woman. And I've put on 12 kilograms of muscle. So that's how I'm teaching you guys to eat and train on this program. I've done very little cardio, no prescribed cardio. I do have a very, very active life. So whenever I say I haven't done any prescribed cardio, I do about 23,000 steps a day on average. So I'm very, very, very active. And if I wasn't doing all those steps, then I would be doing cardio every day, because cardio keeps you cardiovascularly fit so you can actually lift more in the gym. That's how we're training you to be on this program. I don't care about calorie counting. I don't think any woman over the age of 40 should be obsessively counting calories, obsessively watching their macros, should be, focusing on the small stuff. I want to teach you guys how to eat like me. I want to teach you how to eat until you're so full you can't fit another thing in your stomach and you don't put on any body fat. In fact, you lose body fat, because I have absolutely cracked the code of eating this way, where you pack on muscle and you shred body fat at the same time. And it's not hard. It's not hard. Women are just stuck in this diet culture, this diet mentality, where we're just like so focused on losing body fat and like, oh my God, and I can't eat that, I can't eat that, I can't eat that. And because you're telling yourself you can't eat it, well, then you want to eat it even more, and then you fall off the wagon, then you eat it. And then you feel guilty and you go through the cycle, and then you you slash the other 3 tires when you've got a puncture on one, and you fall off the wagon. I don't want anyone to do that. I want you guys to learn how to reshape your food, how to reshape what you eat, how to leave out certain foods that are not good for menopausal women because of how their body stores insulin, how the body creates insulin resistance in order to divert more energy to fat store. I want you to teach you how to short circuit that process so that it doesn't happen to you, so you can literally eat as much as you want. because it is possible, and your body will pack on muscle. Like my mom was sending me, she eats by these principles now. I would love to show you on the phone, but I can't because my phone's on. Instagram is running here on my phone. My mum started training in the gym about 2 months ago with us. She goes with me to my trainer, and she messaged me last night. She's like, look, she goes, I thought these, she has delts now, right? Like she was kind of about there. She said, see these muscles? I thought I had cancer. I had these lumps in my shoulders. Like my mum is 69, nearly 70. And she was messaging me the pictures of her delts because her delts are starting to pop. Now, she can't believe it. Like she was training in my gym by herself since last October. But she just wasn't training correctly. But once we got her training safely to failure using the high intensity training method that we use in this program, like her muscles, her body just started to transform. She wakes up every day. She's like, I can't believe how strong I am. I can't believe, like, she said to me, I was able to lift the mattress the other day and flip it over. And I would never been able to do that before. And all her muscles are popping out now. My mom is nearly 70 years of age. So the way that we teach works. I am a life hacker. I want to get the fastest results in the shortest amount of time. That's what I do with everything. Anyone who works for me will tell you, Kim is a life hacker. I want to figure out the most efficient way to do everything all the time. And that's what I've done with this program. And that's what I can teach you guys as well. So I'm really, really, really excited. So what else have we got? Oh, yay. C. Greer is saying, I love Sculpted Vegan. I signed up because having the coaches in my ear is invaluable. Well, we just love you. And Erin O'Neill says she's in as well. She's so excited. Well, we're excited to have you. That is amazing. Oh, Zumba in Bronte is saying, what are the workouts like? So you can train in the gym, you can train in the home gym, or you can train at home with a set of light dumbbells and some resistance bands. So we have 3 different types of training for you, and all of them are, they work. So in the gym, you would typically do single body parts. So Monday will be chest and triceps, Tuesday will be legs, Wednesday will be back, Thursday will be shoulders and biceps, Friday will be glutes and hams. If you want to, you only want to train 4 days, then you would throw shoulders in on a Monday. And if you only wanted to train 3 days, then you would group the 2 leg days together and you would do shoulders, tricep, biceps. And then 2 days later, you would train back. And then 2 days later, shoulders, chest and triceps on a Monday. Then on a Wednesday, you would do back and biceps. And then on a Friday, you would do legs. So if you only want to train 3 days a week, that's how you would split it up. So really, you can do it in whatever way works for you. But the more you train, the more cardio you do, the more you follow the principles in the program, the eating principles, the faster your results. So the more you put in, the more you get out. That's always the way it is. What have we got going on? Let me take a wee drink of water here. But I'm thirsty. Oh, okay. Misha, can I access vegan and non-vegan meals? Yes, everybody gets everything. We don't like segue things and say, well, you can't have that and you have to pay extra for that. That's not how it works. Everybody who joins this program gets everything. Pat is saying, what time is the live Q&A schedule? So we have time zones that work for everybody. I think I'm not sure exactly what times they are, but I know on a Monday they are, I think it's like 7. Let me think. Is it 7 p.m. Eastern on a Monday? I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern on a Monday. I think Tuesday is 2 p.m. Eastern. Thursday is 2 p.m. Eastern. And mine are 11 on the Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 11 on Wednesday as well. So all the times suit the Eastern time zone. And we've even put in a time zone on a Monday that will suit Australians because they usually have to catch the replays, which sucks. Do you have to have access to a gym or can the workouts be done at home? No, the workouts can be done at home. You don't have to have access to a gym at all. What else have we got? Okay, someone is asking about the discount. Vanessa, she's saying, I remember you said there was a discounted price for those that joined the last 5-day shred. So I'll tell you what it was, Vanessa. So we offered a discount to anybody, a $200 discount to anybody who had purchased the last Extreme Menopause Body Makeover, didn't receive it as a freebie or anything, purchased the March Extreme Body Makeover, and also purchased the 4-week shred. So if you purchased both of those, the 4-week shred 2.0 and Extreme Body Makeover in March 2024, then we gave you a $200 discount. We basically gave you the 4-week shred for free. So that was the offer. If that is true for you, that you purchased both of those, you would have been sent a link via email. If you weren't sent that link and you believe that you're eligible for it, simply write to support@thesculptedvegan.com and they will sort it out for you. Vero is asking, can we start whenever we want, or is there a fixed kickoff like tomorrow? No, you can start whenever you want. It's completely up to you. You have lifetime access to all of the coaching and all of the program and everything that comes with it. But no, it's absolutely not. So on Instagram here, someone is asking, JTab77 is saying, I was told eating too much tofu is bad for your endocrine system. It's absolutely not. All of the fear mongering around tofu has, a lot of it has come from the meat industry. I wonder why that would be. So no, tofu is one of the healthiest foods you can eat. It doesn't mimic estrogen in your body. It doesn't cause breast cancer. It doesn't do any of that. None of those claims are substantiated in science. There's not one shred of scientific evidence to support any of those claims. So tofu is 100% completely safe to eat. But we actually recommend seitan on this program if you're vegan. Seitan is made from vital wheat gluten, which is basically the gluten washed out of the grain of wheat, which is just pure protein. And we have a really, really simple low calorie method. It's only 213 calories per slice or per portion of seitan, and it has 41 grams of protein. It's unbelievable. So we teach you how to make that in the program if you are part of that. Barb is saying she thinks it's too expensive not to get any prizes in her opinion. Well, Barb, you get lifetime access to all the coaches and I have to pay the coaches forever. So I don't think $997 is actually a big price tag for lifetime access to coaching. I don't think you would actually get that anywhere in the world, to be honest. So rather than me giving out hundreds of thousands in cash prizes, which is what I normally do, I've decided to invest hundreds of thousands in coaching, which is actually what is going to get you better results. So that is why there's no cash prizes. Stephanie, will this only work if I'm able to lift weights 4 days a week? No, you can lift weights 3 days a week if you want, but you don't have to lift weights if you don't want to, because we have a really robust home program that is actually going to get you completely ripped and shredded, because Laura Hutchinson is a real badass. And have you seen that girl? Like, she has biceps of Belfast, or actually delts of Belfast. Wouldn't it be funny if she lived in Delta and she was like, or Delhi, and she'd be like the delts of Delhi? Okay. Kim's just getting weird now. So Laura is like a little powerhouse, and she has created the most incredible home training for you. So if you don't want to go to the gym or you can't get to the gym, you do the home program instead that day, and you will get absolutely sculpted. Lisa, Keisha, what is an example of a huge breakfast? So in the mornings, usually I have a savory breakfast because I'm not really a big sweet person. So I'll give you 2 examples. So a really good example would be a massive amount of tofu scrambled. So I put a little bit of garlic flavored oil into a pan, heat it till it's really hot. Then I would squeeze in a whole block of tofu, about 280 grams is what I usually put in of extra firm tofu. Then I cover it in soy sauce and I scramble it till it's crispy. And then I add some nutritional yeast and sometimes a little squeeze of lemon juice. And then I will throw in big, massive handfuls of spinach, right? Just before it's finished. I will mix that all up. And then sometimes I love broccoli and things for breakfast. So sometimes I'll also throw in some steamed broccoli. But if I don't want to do that, I will chuck in some lentils or some butter beans or some black beans. Those will be my carb that I will have. And I will then pour all that into a bowl. And I will literally eat it in a bowl the size of my head, which is like piled this high. Like, I'm struggling to finish it. And that will keep me full until about 1 o'clock. Now, what doesn't keep me quite so full for so long, but it's still a really good breakfast, is I will measure out about 20 grams of oats. So 20 grams of oats is about 2 ounces, I think, of oats. It's not very much. And people go, 2 ounces? Like, that's absolutely tiny. Well, it is. But here is one of the best tips that I can ever give you for bulking out your food. Frozen riced cauliflower. It doesn't make your food taste of cauliflower. So what I do is I put about 20 grams of oats into a pan and I put a little bit of water over them and I cook them until they, start to go creamy. And then I add a full scoop of protein powder. So we have a buy one, get one free offer on protein powder at the minute. If you go to theproteinworks.com, or if you're in America, you go to us.theproteinworks.com. And if you put in SV for Sculpted Vegan, SV buy one, you will Get one free when you buy a vegan Wonder Shake. So buy a vegan Wonder Shake and they will send you another one completely for free. But you have to put 2 in your shopping cart, obviously. So theproteinworks.com, we have a buy one, get one free offer on at the minute, SV buy one. So what I do is I put my 20 grams of oats in, a little bit of water, mix it till it's creamy, add in a full heaped scoop of protein powder, whisk it all up, add a little more water, and then add in a big, massive mound of frozen riced cauliflower. It gives exactly the same texture as oats. It's completely free. We call it a free food. You don't have to count the calories, not that we're counting calories anyway. And you make this enormous bowl of oatmeal. And then what I do is I sprinkle it with cinnamon and I add some blueberries or some frozen berries on top. And I just a tiny wee splash of oat milk. And that is a really, really, really filling breakfast. That will keep me full. And if I eat that at 8 a.m., that'll keep me full till 1. So then I have my lunch, and my lunch is like the same size of a bowl. It's filled with cold, steamed vegetables, loads and loads of salad. There's tomatoes and avocados and peppers and some sliced onion in there, and a big, massive amount of seitan, and sometimes like a little drizzle of, always a little drizzle of dressing, and all mixed through. And I'm like, it takes me about half an hour to eat it. I'm like, it's like there's no, like, I'm not eating a sandwich at my desk. I'm eating protein rich, nutrient rich, calorifically light food. That is how we teach you to eat on this program. So you have to prep your food and bring it with you. If you prep on a Sunday and you prep all your food for the week, you have a much higher chance of success. Much, much, much higher chance of success. So you literally eat as much as you ever want. I love this. Yolana is saying, you never hear a woman say she's happy to gain 12 kilos. If I stand on the scale and the scale is lighter, I am horrified. I'm like, oh, I must have lost muscle, because for me, my body fat stays very, very steady all year. This is the thing about the way I'm teaching in the Extreme Menopause Body Makeover. My body fat stays really consistent all year, which is like consistently low. And so therefore, anything I put on the scale, I know is muscle, because the way that I eat keeps my body fat consistent. I'm a menopausal woman who's on HRT. And most menopausal women complain that they get fatter, right? But you don't get fatter ever eating the way that I teach you on this program, because it stops the insulin resistance response in its tracks. Your body you're giving it such a slow drip of energy through the food that you're eating that there's nothing left over in your bloodstream to store as fat. Your body isn't pumping out insulin to store the glucose that is in your blood, because there's very little of it in your blood. So your stomach is really full. You're eating a lot of fiber-rich food, but all you're getting is the nutrients from that food and not a lot of sugar. So your body doesn't store any body fat. This is the secret to not putting on body fat in menopause, and indeed to shredding body fat in menopause. Like, we have cracked the code of being lean and sculpted in menopause, and we have hundreds of thousands of women all over the world like using these methods. It really is phenomenal. Yolana is saying, if someone was to join with the 18 payments and it was paid off early, would the additional interest be dropped? We usually work out, I think we work it out pro rata. I'm not sure how the girls work it out, but you wouldn't get, so you couldn't join, say, this is what people have tried to do, but it wouldn't be this way. You couldn't join for the 18-month payment plan, pay it for 9 months and then pay off the rest and only get it for $997. That isn't how it works. That's unfair for people who've signed up for a 6-month payment plan and have paid interest, or a 12-month payment plan and have paid interest. So you would be charged interest on the months that you had paid, and then you would have the final balance to pay. Does that make sense? So you would only be charged interest on the months that you have paid, and then the final balance would come off the $997. That's how it's worked out. Do we need to buy by the end of the day to get lifetime access? Sophie, you need to buy by tomorrow to get lifetime access. So I think it's midnight. I think it's midnight tonight that it ends, or it might be 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not actually sure, but if you got in tomorrow, we would honor it for you. But I think it ends. I don't even know. Maybe one of the coaches know. But anyway, I just know that it ends tomorrow. Let's say the end of day tomorrow. I'll keep it up until the end of day tomorrow. But, and the team were probably like, no, it's midnight tonight. It closes. Normally midnight on the Sunday is when it closes. So, yeah, let's just say midnight tonight in case I'm messing things up, because everything's on timers. So everything like closes down on a timer. So the whole team would have to go in and like change things. So they would be very angry with me if I give out incorrect information, which I'm very, very well known for doing, actually. What have we got? Okay. Oh, I love this. Jonah saying, what if you don't eat enough in the day? I rarely eat breakfast, don't eat lunch, maybe a protein shake, and then an okay dinner. How did I get fat? Well, what happens whenever you starve yourself, which is what it sounds like you're doing, is your body goes into starvation mode. So anything you do eat, it stores as fat because your body needs to trust that you're going to feed it regularly because it knows how many calories it needs in order to perform its daily functions. And if you're not giving it food regularly, it knows it can't trust you to give it food regularly. Or if you regularly underfeed your body, anything that does come in, your body's going to go, well, we're not going to give that to muscle tissue because muscle tissue is calorie hungry. And hello, there's not a lot of calories coming in. So we're not going to give all of that energy to muscle tissue, which is going to make us expend more energy. We're going to put all that energy straight into fat because guess what? Fat is a great energy source. And if she isn't feeding us enough, we're going to need an energy source for the future. So this is what happens. And so what then also will happen when you're an undereater is your body will continue to burn off muscle tissue for energy. So your body goes, okay, Joan is a chronic undereater. She's not giving us enough calories. So what can we get rid of that actually isn't necessary? And it'll say, okay, we'll get rid of muscle tissue because muscle tissue is costing us energy and we don't want anything that's going to cost us energy. So your body breaks down muscle tissue into amino acids and it uses those amino acids for energy, conserving the fat stores because it might need the fat in future because you're not giving it enough calories. So it continues to break down muscle tissue. So then you do eat and you eat a bigger meal or you eat a little more calories or you eat something and your body goes, oh, great, quick, there's more food coming in. Put it all in fat store, right? Immediately. So it literally shuttles it all into fat store. So you're getting, your metabolism is getting slower and slower and slower and slower because your body is burning off muscle tissue and muscle tissue raises the metabolism. Your metabolism is getting slower because you're getting older. Hello, everything's slowing down anyway. So your body is just diverting everything to fat store. That's what happens. See, whenever people are yo-yo dieters, what happens is the body, whenever you go into a yo-yo diet and you go into the starvation period, your body knows that your body doesn't know there's going to be more food coming. So it tries to conserve all of the food that you are eating as fat. So what it then does is it burns off muscle tissue. So you stand on the scale and you go, oh, yay, I'm lighter, right? But you're only lighter because your body burned off 3 pounds of muscle tissue. So now you have a lower metabolism and you are fatter than when you started. Because let's say you started with 10 pounds, just for argument's sake. Let's say you started with 50 pounds of fat tissue on the scale and 50 pounds of muscle tissue. You start dieting and your body goes, oh, well, we know that she's not going to give us enough calories. So your body burns off 3 pounds of muscle tissue and keeps the 50 pounds of fat tissue. You go, yay, I lost 3 pounds. But you're actually fatter than when you started because your body has burned off muscle tissue. You lost weight on the scale, but you didn't actually lose body fat. So you start eating again, what happens? Well, your metabolism is slower. It doesn't have anything to do with the food, so it packs it into fat store. So you go, oh my God, I put the weight back on. Let's go on another diet. Boom, you drop the calories, you go on another diet. What does your body do? Your body burns off more muscle tissue. Why? Because it doesn't know when it's going to get fed again because now you're on a crash diet. So it burns off more muscle tissue. So now you have 53 pounds of muscle tissue and you have 53 pounds of fat cells, 47 pounds of muscle tissue. What does your body do? Drops another 3 pounds of muscle tissue. Now you have 44 pounds of muscle tissue and then you stop your dieting. Your body puts on another 3 pounds. Now you have 56 pounds of fat. So do you see what I mean? You're getting fatter every single time you yo-yo diet. This is the issue. Women just don't understand the connection between metabolism, muscle tissue, and fat cells. And they think if they stand on the scale and they're lighter, that's a good thing, right? It's really, really not a good thing if you're a yo-yo dieter or you're a chronic undereater. If you stand on the scale and you're lighter, it is a bad sign. It means that your body has burned off muscle tissue. I'm really trying to re-educate women on this because honestly, women just have no clue because they're so obsessed with their weight on the scale and it means nothing. And in fact, often not only does it mean nothing, it means the opposite of what you think it means. Gives you a little hit. You go, oh yay, I'm 3 pounds lighter. You're actually fatter. I hate to tell you, you might be lighter, but you're actually fatter. Okay, I love this. Alicia, I'm 38, possibly in perimenopause. Every woman over the age of 35 is in perimenopause. Hate to tell you, but I'm not really sure. You're actually, yeah, every woman over 35 is in perimenopause. Would EMBM still be valuable for someone like me? It works for everybody, okay? And honestly, you're never too late to start. Like I started eating this way when I was 37. That's why I never put on body fat in menopause because I've been eating this way forever. And all these other women are going, Kim, I'm putting on so much body fat. Like, I don't know what's wrong. And I'm like, okay. I'm just like, when is this going to happen to me? And it was only when I started studying menopause and the effect of insulin resistance and all of the things that go on in the body that I realized, oh, this is why it never happened to me because of how I eat. So honestly, the earlier you can learn this, the better, because then you'll go into menopause or perimenopause whenever you fully get there. You'll go in completely armed with everything you need to know in order to keep your body strong and healthy with good amount of muscle, stave off osteoporosis, keep your brain healthy, keep your sleep healthy, your cycle healthy. Like honestly, women need to know this information younger. So yes, 100% it would work for you. Darlene Hart has signed up. That's so exciting. Anyone who signs up on the call, by the way, what I will do is I will call out your name. So let me just go in and see, has anyone signed up on the call? And I will call, we have had Sandra Milosevic, Emma Collins, Janelle Beaver, Juliet Sask, and Morgan Johnson have all signed up while they are on the live. So welcome to Extreme Menopause Body Makeover, guys. I'm super excited to have you here. This is so wonderful. I love shouting out people's names live who have joined. And hi to everybody on Instagram. Christine7 is saying, I signed up last night. Well, welcome to you. Don't know your real name, but welcome to you, Christine. I think it's Christine. I think it's for Christine because it's cross. I think it's very smart the way you've done that. Christine7 signed up last night. Welcome to Extreme Menopause Body Makeover. Super excited to have you here. Hope you guys have enjoyed that little rant that I had about food and muscle. Jordy is asking, Jordy Hart, so what do you insert if you do eat enough? I'm not sure what you mean by that. We have a specific set of principles for menopausal women to eat as much as they want, but still burn a lot of body fat. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but that is how the program is laid out. Bumpus Passmore is saying, what would you need for a home gym on this program? So the home gym is mostly barbells and dumbbells. So that's how we've laid it out. Everything on this program is barbells and dumbbells. So you do need a good amount of weight plates, and I'm trying to think if you need anything else, like a bench, for example, and a rack, maybe for squatting or for bench pressing. So a bench, a barbell, and some dumbbells, or something that you can press with and curl with and do front raises with. But it's really a very basic equipment. Home gym is what you need. Now, if you had things like a leg extension or lying leg curl or any kind of rope system, fantastic. You can throw in those exercises too. But as long as someone has barbells and dumbbells, that's really all they need on the home program. Okay, God, there's so many questions. This is amazing. Josephine is saying that counts her out, unfortunately. I'm not sure what counts you out, but I'm sad that counts you out, Josephine. Angela is saying, how do you balance making your meals and then also feeding your children, also getting your children fed? So what I always used to do, or because I don't cook for myself anymore, I actually have a chef now, a private chef, because I work far too much to actually cook for my family anymore. So what I used to do though was I used to plan food for the family that they would eat, and then I would just do a different side portion for myself. So it would always be the same protein. And by the way, like the seitan and stuff that we teach you to make on this program and the recipes we teach you to make, like everybody loves, like the whole family loves. This is not stuff where they're going to turn their nose up at and go like, oh, that's disgusting. Like it really is just like chicken. It's delicious. Not that chicken is delicious, but it kind of has the same texture and taste. And so what I used to do was say I would have made spaghetti bolognese, right? Vegetarian or vegan spaghetti bolognese. Well, I would have made them pasta, like spaghetti pasta with bolognese. And then I myself would have had zucchini noodles or konjac noodles, or I would have had lentils, a big plate of lentils. So I would have had the bolognese with the lentils, or bolognese with loads of greens, or bolognese with spiralized zucchini or courgette. That would have been my dinner instead. So they would have had their carby portion, and I would have had my portion with the lentils and the beans and cruciferous vegetables and as much as you can eat of those. And that would have been my portion on the side. So that's the easiest way that you can cook for the family. But if it's something that you really just can't eat because it's not on plan, you just have to cook a separate meal for yourself. It takes a little bit more planning in advance, but it's really not hard to do. Angela's saying, will you also provide different meal plan options for the holiday season? We don't have prescriptive meal plans, Angela. Nothing is off limits in this program. You just don't eat white starchy carbs. So if there's a white starchy carb, you replace it with a slow carb or an everyday carb. So nothing is off limits in this program. You don't need a special holiday meal plan. It's not a prescriptive, tough to follow, can't eat all these different foods meal plan. It really is super, super easy to follow. Sarah Margaret is saying, I just had abdominal surgery, so working out is not an option. If I follow the eating guidelines for a few weeks until I'm cleared to work out, will I lose weight? Yes. So nutrition is 90% of your results. People love to get this or any program and they go into the gym and then they start doing cardio and they think, oh, I'll do the meal planning later. I'll figure out the food stuff later. And they do their cardio and they train in the gym and they get really excited. And then their body isn't changing. 4 weeks later, they're like, I don't know what's wrong. I can see minimal changes, but I thought the changes would be more. I'm working so hard. And we're like, well, how closely are you following the meal plan? And they're like, well, kind of 50%. And we know if someone says 50%, it's actually 20% or 10% or really not at all. So we say, because people always overestimate. So we always say to them, stop going to the gym, stop doing your cardio, put all of that effort and time into figuring out your nutrition because that's going to give you the best results. So yes, 100% is the answer. If you focus on your nutrition, you are going to lose body fat. But not only that, you're going to set yourself up for success in the future because learning the nutrition part of it is the most important part of all. Okay. Are there any pre-made seitan, which is good? You can buy seitan from Biona in a jar. And I think you can also get some in the supermarket. I've never found one, honestly, that is as good as ours. And it's expensive. Ours is so inexpensive to make. And it is so good. It's so good. You can rip it and fry it. And you can make it what do you call those things in Kentucky? The popcorn chicken or the buffalo things or whatever, little bits that you can eat. I do, whenever my kids are hungry, I pour a little garlic oil into a really hot frying pan. And then we always keep big slabs of seitan in the fridge. And then I rip the seitan off the thing and fry it in the frying pan until it's crispy. And then I fill a big bowl full of these crispy seitan bits, sprinkle over some seasoning or some salt and pepper. We have salt and vinegar seasoning in the house. You get it from Amazon. It's amazing. You can thank me later. And I'd sprinkle that over and then I give it to one of my kids and they go away with a bowl of this crispy, salty, delicious protein, pure protein. And they will nibble on that. And they're like, oh, this is amazing. So, and they're getting a low carb, low fat, high protein food as a snack. And do you know what happens whenever you give your kids that as a snack? They're not hungry again for hours because protein keeps you full. And it's also the building blocks of everything in your body. So the store-bought stuff just isn't as good. It's worth putting in the effort to make your own. It really doesn't take that long. Including the mixing and the cooking and the steaming, I think Lee, my chef, has it down to about 30 minutes in total. So of course, in the beginning, whenever you're learning all the ingredients, it can take a little longer, but whenever you're doing it in a routine so fast, it's so quick to make. Let me see, is there anything else on Instagram here being asked? So I'm live here on Instagram and I'm live here on Facebook. For those of you who are like, why is she talking? Why is she not talking to us on Instagram? I'm not talking to you because I'm live in two places. No, it's just loads of people joining and waving. Loads of people waving and watching, but no questions on Instagram. So I'll keep taking them here. Pat Barboza, what is the full price? Can you drop the link to join? I can. Hopefully one of the people have done it. So one of my team have done it. I'll put it in here anyway in the chat. So the full price to join is $997 for lifetime access to the coaching, lifetime access to Zoom calls and live Q&As 4 times a week forevermore, as long as the program exists. It's insane how inexpensive it is. Or you can pay over 6 months, or you can pay over 12 months, or you can pay over 18 months. Okay. We have an 18-month payment plan. I think the 18-month payment plan is $87 a month. It's nothing. You couldn't join a gym and hire in fact, our gym is more expensive than that. And if you were to join a gym and hire a personal trainer and then have someone do your meal planning, like you would be paying a fortune. $87 a month is nothing for what you get for this program. So guys, make sure you check out the sales page. Just go to our website, thesculptedvegan.com. It's right there in center on, front and center on the sales page. All the information is on it. And genuinely, you can get the most insane results. You really can. Kellyanne is saying, that's what I need, a home program, because I can't afford this, or a gym, or can't afford this and a gym. So yes, 100%. Then do the home program. You will get amazing results. And Simply Sunshine Juliet Sask is saying, and she loves Laura's workouts, at least the one she did in the 5-day shred. Yes, well, they're similar to that. Those were more cardio workouts. These ones are strength-based workouts. We have cardio ones as well. But yeah, she's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Leanna's saying she doesn't like seitan. Can she still have tofu? Yes, she can have tofu. It's just a lot higher in fat. So you don't want to be eating loads and loads and loads of it at every meal. But if you had to, it's fine. It won't make any difference. And also, there's loads of different protein sources. Like seitan is not the only one. But if you don't like seitan, I honestly think it's just the way you're cooking it. I think if you tried Chef Lee's seitan and cooked it the way I'm going to teach you in this program, I think it'll change your life. I really do. Okay, let me just check and see has anyone else joined live since I last shouted you out. I can't remember the last person I called out. Oh, I did. I called out Morgan Johnson. So we also have Leanne Bancroft and Louise Shaper have both joined live. So hi guys, welcome to the program. We only have 5 minutes to go. Actually, I didn't realize I can just talk. Can't I talk and talk and talk? Let me go down to the bottom. Oh, that's good. So I've actually got through a lot of questions here. What else have we got going on here? So Teodora is saying there's no garlic oil here in Croatia. What can we substitute it with? So what you do is you get a bottle of olive oil and you pour it into like a jar and you put in some cloves of fresh garlic and you let it sit there for a week or a couple of weeks. And ta-da! Now you have garlic oil. And if you don't want to do that, if it's too much hassle, then just use olive oil and it'll taste just as good. Or you could crush in some garlic. Up to you. Tara's laughing at the blueberries. Yes, Tara, we private joke. My Instagram story this morning. People on Instagram get so angry when you try and take away their fruit. It's really, private joke. Don't worry about it. Fruitgate. Can you create long, lean muscles or will the program create big muscles? So Sweb 1000, let me tell you, you will never get big muscles by accident, ever. Like I have worked as hard as I can possibly work in the gym for the last 8 years and I'm still not that big. People meet me and they go, oh, wow, you're tiny. That's what people always say when they meet me. They're like, you're tiny. They expect me to be this big. Like I do have good muscles. Don't get me wrong, right? But they expect me to be this massive, big, bulky bodybuilder. And I'm really not. I'm like I'm a UK size 10 on the top, which is an American size 6. And I'm a UK size 8 on the bottom, which is an American size 4. Now, my butt is getting really big and muscular, so I'm finding it harder to squeeze into a size 4, to be honest, because unless it's a stretch in it, because my glutes are so full now, which is fabulous. I mean, who doesn't want bigger glutes? But yeah, you're not going to get big. You'll never get big by accident. So you can sculpt whatever body it is that works for you. Okay, Yolana is saying, before doing the 4-week shred, I didn't eat much at all. Now I actually get hungry and my weight is slowly going down. Kim's plans work. Love that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Lisa Dodds. Oh, I love this. She's recovering from an MCL injury. Is there an option for low impact leg exercises? Yes, we have all the exercises, Lisa. We have plans for shoulder injuries, for plans for those with knee issues, plans for those for people who can't squat because they have back issues. We have plans for those injury plans for shoulder issues, shoulder, elbow, can't remember. We have so many injury plans, you've no idea. And also, if there's a certain exercise you can't do, and also Laura's at home workouts are all low impact. You can literally choose your option. She gives you 3 different options: low impact, medium impact, high impact, or more advanced option for absolutely everything. So we, listen, we're menopausal women here. We're like, things are sore, and like, you don't want to jump too much because otherwise you might pee yourself or your womb might fall out of your vagina. So, sorry guys on Instagram, they're like, oh. So normally it's just all women here. But yeah, yes, 100%, 100% we do. What else have we got? So the consciousness classroom. I'm happy with my body. I just want to tone up and lose my meno belly. Could I still follow my usual eating plan, or do I need to cut out all carbs, etc.? So on this program, you don't cut out all carbs at all. No, you just switch the kind of carbs that you're eating. And we tell you exactly how to do that inside the program. If you follow you can follow your usual eating plan. You just would have to make some changes and make some food swaps. But like, those are so simple to do. We show you exactly what to do with those. It really isn't hard to do. Once you kind of, retrain your mind away from this and into this, like, you get into the swing of it so easily. And if you're not sure, just jump into the Facebook Messenger chat and just ask a question, and one of the coaches will jump in and help you with it immediately. That is what the beauty of this program is. That's what the beauty of this program is all about. Okay, Emily Iona, are the home workouts live at the same time daily? So they're not live, because that would be like a big time commitment from Laura to do them live. So they're all recorded, which is good, because what you do is you follow the same workouts and you work on adding more weight or more reps or more strength. Okay, so you try to add more to the workouts and watch yourself getting stronger over time. So no, they're definitely not live. You can do them at any time that you want to do them. What is the start date? The start date is tomorrow, actually, but really, because you have lifetime access, if you join by tomorrow, you have lifetime access and you can start anytime, but it does officially start tomorrow. Who have we got? We've got Susan Broussard has also just joined. So I don't know if I said Susan already, but Susan, I don't think I did. No, Susan, welcome to Extreme Menopause Body Makeover. I just want to get through the rest of these questions before I finish. Alison Tracy is saying, yeah, I know Canadians. I'm sorry, Canadians and Australians always complain, understandably, because we charge in US dollars and it's always more in their currency. But the thing about it is, the wages are higher as well. Like, the cost of living is different. It's not like for like in each country. And then the Canadians always fight me and they go, no, our cost of living, or our wages are not higher. But I don't know if your wages are higher, but I do know that in Canada, like, everything is relative. And I know it seems like it's more, but it's really not more for you guys. Whenever I go to Australia, like, the minimum wage in Australia is like $25 an hour, which is, I think, in our money, about £14 an hour. Like, our minimum wage is £10 an hour. So, your minimum wage is higher than ours. Like, your cost of living is higher. In America, like, your fuel is so much cheaper than here. Everything is relative. And in Canada, your fuel is like so much cheaper than in the UK. So everything is relative. And I know that it seems like it's more, but it's really not more at the end of the day, because it's, the exchange rate is the exchange rate. So I apologize. I wish that I could make it cheaper, but I really can't. Okay. So guys, that is all the questions here live on YouTube. And I know there's probably a few more in Facebook that I missed. Let me just have a check and see. Oh, we have Lisa Leiden and Monica Jaxilis have also joined while we're here live. So welcome to the program, guys. This is like super exciting to have you. Hi, Instagram. Sorry, I know I'm ignoring you because I'm talking mostly to here at Facebook, but hopefully you're kind of just hanging out in the background and listening. What else have I got going on here? I know that the team are here answering all the questions, which is amazing. JTav77 is saying, how long are the workouts? 45 minutes. I think the home workouts are only 30 minutes a day. The gym workouts take you no longer than 45 minutes. You want to get in and out as fast as you can. So 45 minutes tops. Monique T-Ball is saying, I joined with my bestie. Having the support and encouragement is the best. I'm so glad to have her in my life. Yes, we're Canadian, and we compared it to a coffee a day expense. I love that. A coffee a day. Yeah. So let's work out. You have lifetime access. So let's say you access the program. Let's say 2 years, right? You have lifetime, but let's say you do the program over the next 2 years. So let's divide the cost of the program by 20. There's 365 multiplied by 2 is 730. So 997 divided by 730 means it is $1.37 per day. Assuming that you stick with the program for the next 2 years and completely transform your body, it works out at $1.37 per day. I think it's a steal, but I don't know. Like, you might think differently. Can we rewatch this live? Julia Hassler is saying, yes, it will be replayed in the Facebook group and also on the Facebook business page. Tara Bar Marmalak Marmulac is saying, how many times a week are the workouts? They are currently 5, but you can work out 3 or 4 times if you prefer. Just remember, the closer you follow the program, the better and faster your results. But if you don't want to work out 5 times a week, you can do a minimum of 3, or you could do 4 workouts if you wanted to combine. Quinn Mackenzie Hamilton is saying, how is this different from the last Extreme Body Makeover? It's different. I mean, some of the stuff is the same, but everything else is different. We've added all new meal plans, all new recipes, all new seasonings. We've got daily carbs as well as, slow carbs on the plan. You've got far more coaching than the last one. You've got lives and Zooms. You've got me live for twice a week. And then you've got the Zoom calls forever after the program finishes, like literally lifetime access. So very, very different. What else have we got just before I finish? Karen McLove, is getting help as a non-vegan top secret because the vegans don't want meat mentioned? Sorry to the vegans, but I do more plant-based, but unfortunately not vegan. So Karen, you see, here's the thing. We opened up a non-vegan section to our members, and it angered a lot of the vegans in the program because we are the sculpted vegan, of course, but the interesting thing is 80% of the people who purchase my programs are not vegan. And we've sold hundreds of thousands of programs in the last 8 years, like more than 500,000 programs. 80% of people aren't vegan or even vegetarian. And so we wanted to cater to our non-vegan friends. Okay. And it really was a big decision for us. But because I really went through a lot of hell, like, am I compromising my integrity and my ethics? But we decided to do it because a lot of people choose to move over to a more plant-based way of life. And I genuinely want to help women more than I want to help the animals. I'm sorry, like, shoot me, but that's how it is. So we opened up a non-vegan section. We provide very comprehensive advice for the non-vegans. But the one thing that we will not compromise on is we keep the groups and the calls a safe space for vegans. Why do we do this? Because there are thousands of bodybuilding groups online for carnivores. Thousands, but there's very few for vegans. And it is hard whenever you're a vegan to go into one of those, regular bodybuilding groups and you see people talking about what we consider our friends. Like, we don't see animals as food. We see animals as animals. So whenever people are talking about eating steak or chicken or sausages or bacon or pork, like we hear pig and cow and and like, I have chickens at home and they're so affectionate. They sit on your knee and they work. And like, I snuggle them and scratch them. And so I don't judge anyone who eats animals. I don't judge anyone for anything. I think, just you rock on with your bad self and do whatever works for you. But we do keep the groups a safe space for vegans. And unfortunately, that is not going to change. So if you wanted to get a non-vegan question answered and it was really important and you just couldn't find the answer, you could write into customer support and they would answer it for you. They would get one of the coaches and get it answered. But because the only thing that we really recommend, we don't recommend any kind of cheeses or cottage cheeses or anything like that. There's no kind of dairy products recommended at all in our programs because honestly, they're just calories that you don't need. So we give you the non-vegan sources, which will give you the best return for your money in terms of eating, and they are lean protein sources. And so that's why we don't offer any advice outside of that in the live coaching calls. But if you wanted to write to support, you could. So I'm really sorry, but that isn't going to change. I apologize. I don't actually wish that it was different. I'm happy to keep that. Happy to keep that part of the program. Okay, what else have we got going on? Maria Fontana Tokar. If I want to build an athletic physique like you, does this program offer the plan or do I have to get a separate plan? No, this is what the program is. It's my personal plan that I've been doing for the last 8 years to have the body that I have. So yes, 100%, Maria, if that is your goal, ta-da! That's what we have for you. 100%. Yes, that's what this program is. Okay, let's see. Has anyone else joined while we're on lives? Just so I can shout you out, because I just think it's so lovely to have your name shouted out live, isn't it? We have Tracy Bryans. I can't remember if I said Lisa Liddon, so I'm going to say it again. Lisa Liddon, Tracy Bryans, Sigrida Lucas, and Shelley Sensel have all joined live. So welcome to the program, guys. Love shouting out people's names. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you so much for investing in yourself and in the program. I promise I'm not going to let you down. Okay, a few more questions since we're here. Like, may as well just answer a few more while we're doing this. It's here in for a penny and for a pound. Karen McLove, without counting macros, is the food super boring? If it's really bland, I would have to think hard to do it long term. No, 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 no. It is not bland at all, Karen. The food that you're eating is exactly the same food that you eat every single day. You can eat any food you want. All you do, the biggest part of it is that you replace your white starchy carbs with slow carbs and everyday carbs. So that is the biggest change that you will make. We also recommend that you don't eat an enormous amount of fruit because your body in menopause creates insulin resistance within your cell. It's in order to divert energy to fat store to create more estrogen. And fruit spikes your body's insulin levels and causes the menopausal woman to store more body fat quickly. So you just switch out your carbs, you control your fruit intake, you try to stay away from liquid calories, but you are allowed 1 glass of red wine a day. But the biggest thing that you do, and you focus on protein, you really focus on protein at every meal, but also you can have it. You have one cheat day a week. I forgot to mention this earlier. You have one cheat day every single week where you can literally eat anything. And I mean anything. So you have a healthy protein rich breakfast and then you rock on for the rest of the day. If you want to have 3 pizzas at lunchtime, you do it. 20 beers and a Chinese takeaway for dinner. It's all yours. Like whatever you want on cheat day. So anything that you think you want during the week that you don't think you can have, you save up for your cheat day and then you eat until you make yourself sick. And people who hold back on their cheat day or on their refeed day are the ones that actually do the worst in the program. The people who literally eat anything they want on refeed day, go into the next day, whenever that is. It's usually a Sunday people do it or a Saturday. They wake up the next day and they feel re-energized to get back on their diet again. So you need that psychological break from dieting. So no, the food is not restrictive and you will have 1 refeed day a week. And don't forget, this is a lifetime program. It's a lifestyle lifetime program. It's not a short fix designed to get you shredded in 8 weeks. This is your change of life program, which actually is quite ironic thinking it's for the change of life. So it's your change of life program for when your life is changing. And we're going to teach you how to make this part of your lifestyle to build muscle, burn fat, and honestly get into the best shape of your life in menopause. Is the chat lifetime? Lavender is asking. Yes, the chat is lifetime. So you can get access to the coaches forever. I mean, at the minute, everything is lifetime, right? If something happened or changed, of course, we reserve the right to, flexibly change if we need to. But yes, for the moment, the chat is lifetime. The access to the coaches is lifetime. The Zoom calls are lifetime. Lifetime being as long as the program is in existence. And this is going to be our signature program now that we're going to sell on Evergreen, that we don't intend to close this program down. Jules Perry, is this plan quite low on good fats? No, not at all. We don't recommend that you limit fats at all. Now, of course, you don't want to be like piling on the fats, but you can cook with olive oil. You can drizzle dressing on your salads. You can put avocado in your salads. You can, use fats as you need to. We don't recommend, we try to say don't go over on fats. Like don't snack on nuts. Okay. Nuts are very high fat. You do not need to snack on nuts. But in terms of general cooking and dressings and salads, no, you can use fats. We just don't want you sprinkling flax seeds on everything and sprinkling, sunflower seeds and all of those kinds of things. Because those foods are just high fat, right? They're just extra calories for no extra benefit. People go, oh, but they're so nutritious. And I'm like, yeah, but you get all the nutrients that you need from the food that you're eating. You don't need extra nutrients because all you're really doing is adding extra calories. So, but no, it's not restrictive at all. And you can eat genuinely whatever you want. Oh my goodness, I need to take a big deep breath. Dory Melly Ligori, does the lifetime mean lifetime of workouts as well? Yeah, hell yeah, of course. Lifetime everything. Karen Lee is saying, Mooring from Australia. Love this so much. Karen, we love you. So we do. Thank you for being here. Let's see, has anyone else joined? Oh, yes, we have. I think I said Shelley Sensel, but I'm going to call her right again. We also have Stephanie Kennedy Malum has also joined the program. Welcome, guys. Love shouting your name out live. Ellen Garrett says she wishes she could get big muscles by accident. Yes, I know. Don't we all? I try my hardest every single day to get the biggest muscles that I can possibly get. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work. Well, it does actually, because I am very muscular, but I just wish it would happen faster. Patty Pitty Ramos is saying, I don't eat enough, so I always put flax, chia, and hemp in my oatmeal. Well, if you have extra body fat that you want to lose, then we can help you change that. and put in different things instead. If you don't have extra body fat and you're just focusing on building muscle and getting strong into your older ages, your wiser years, then you can rock on and keep eating those things. So basically, if you don't have body fat to lose, if you're one of the skinny menopausal women, first of all, we hate you. Secondly, then you can just eat whatever you want. Nothing's off the table. So if you are a menopausal woman who just wants to get like really strong and beast it in the gym and you've no extra body fat to lose, you can eat whatever the you want, right? Nothing is off plan. But the advice I'm giving here is for the majority of menopausal women who have extra body fat around their hips and their buttocks and their thighs and their stomach and who want to lose the body fat. That's mostly the advice that I'm giving. Let me see if there's any more questions before I go. I just decided to stay on a little bit. In case there was anything else. Beverly Strachini. She's saying, yes, you can have black coffee. I was sure she was answering someone else. Let me see. Julie Hassler, can you have black coffee? I can't see any breakfast options as no oats, so I'm struggling to think of something different to a protein shake every day. So Julie, I mean, if you can get into having... So we have lentil porridge. Someone has actually asked there. So you can have lentil porridge, which is absolutely amazing. So it's basically oatmeal made with lentils. Don't knock it till you've tried it. It's absolutely gorgeous. We would also recommend that you're having a protein-rich breakfast if you can. But if you really want to have your oatmeal, just make it as I described in the live earlier, which is about 20 grams of oats with water, protein powder, and then a whole heap of riced frozen cauliflower. Add it into it, cook it out so it's a massive big bowl, add your berries on top, little sprinkling of cinnamon if that floats your boat, and you can have that for breakfast, right? We're not going to take it away from you. This is a lifetime program. We just don't want you eating a huge amount of oats. Most people would eat 40 to 50 grams of oats in the morning. Like, it's far too much. Like, the most oats I ever eat, even like whenever I'm building loads of muscle, is about 30 grams, which is about 3 ounces. So most people just eat far, far, far too many oats. But whenever you bulk it out with protein powder and frozen riced cauliflower, you really don't need to eat that many oats, right? It's absolutely delicious. Okay, guys. Let me see. Oh, I'm going to finish with this I just seen it there from Melissa Erickson because Laura said it made her emotional. She says, the latest Extreme Body Makeover helped me to find myself again after breast cancer, menopause, and my 15-year relationship ending by being betrayed. I didn't recognize myself anymore, physically or emotionally. I'm now back, stronger, happier, and more confident than I have been in 10 years. And it's all been thanks to you, Kim, and the rest of the Sculpted Vegan team. Well, thank you, Alyssa, so much. I mean, I couldn't do what I do without you guys. Like, I can create the programs. Laura and I can create the programs, but we can't make anyone follow them. So every time someone thanks me from the bottom of their heart, I almost want to turn it back on them and say, you did the work. Like, you have no idea how many people buy our programs and don't actually do them. You did the work. So I want to say, I'm so happy to have helped you, but also congratulations to you for actually showing up and doing what it takes, because you turned your life around. And I'm just so grateful to be a little part of that. So thank you so much for writing that beautiful message. I really appreciate it. Julie Hassler saying, where can I find that earlier live lentil porridge recipe? So it wasn't lentil porridge recipe I gave out earlier. It was a oatmeal recipe. So basically all I'm saying is you just add 20 grams of oats, and then cook them out with a little bit of water, add a scoop of protein powder, a little bit more water, mix it all together, and then put in as much frozen riced cauliflower as you want to really bulk it out. You can put in like half a bag if you want, which would be enormous. And then cook it all out, add a little bit more water just to make it really creamy. And then you can add some cinnamon. You don't need to add any sweetener because the protein powder, the vanilla protein powder, is usually sweet enough. And you sprinkle cinnamon over the top, a little bit of berries and a little drizzle of oat milk, and it's absolutely perfect. Someone's asking, is that recipe in the program? It's not, I don't think currently, but I'm happy to add it in. I think what we'll do is we'll create a breakfast PDF recipe, because everyone seems to be asking for breakfast ideas. So I will create 10 breakfast recipes that are all on plan, and I will create them tomorrow, and I will have them designed and uploaded into the customer hub. That's how we do things in Extreme Menopause Body Makeover. You ask, I go, okay, I will create 10 recipes and I will have them designed and uploaded tomorrow. That's how fast we work. So I will have that tomorrow, 10 breakfast recipes. Natalie, if you're here live, remind me tomorrow, will you, about that? I'll write it down. So yeah, so we just create whatever. This is the greatest thing about having me coach the program live, I can see what you guys need. Like I can only give you what I think you need. But then whenever I see you doing stuff and changing stuff and moving stuff and like requesting stuff and struggling with stuff, I can be like, right, Laura, we need to create this. Right. We need to do this. Right. We need to change this, and we can add stuff really, really, really fast in response to what it is that you need. So that's why if you're going to join, this is the time to join. This is the time to get in, because this is when it's being coached live by me. In the future, you're going to have access to the Zoom calls with the coaches every single week, but you're not going to have me, the CEO and founder of the company, who like gets shit done, like like so fast, right? You're not going to have access to this live. You're going to have access to the recordings if you join in the future, but you're going to have to pay a monthly subscription to be a member. And you're not going to have me live. You're only going to have the recordings. So get in now. Okay. Do it now. Don't wait. Okay. And you too, Instagram, hear me? Get in now. Juicy Bits is saying, I really want to join. I bought a program before and I never finished it. Have you advice on how to stick with the program? Yes. Just bloody well buy it and we will make you stick to it. You'll stick to this one because you can't fail on the program, because every time you fail, you come into the messenger chat and you say, well, I fucked up again today. I said I was going to get up and train and I didn't. I've only done 3 workouts this week instead of 5. Or there was a huge chocolate cake in work because it was someone's birthday and I ate half of it, right? Every time you fail, you own up to your failures and you start to look at all your failures. You start to bring out all the reasons you fail. We examine them, we turn them over, we coach you through them, and then you try again. Because the only way someone can fail is when they quit. If you never quit, you can never fail. The only way you fail is when you quit. As long as you're always pushing forward and keeping trying, you will get there. Now, it might take you longer because you have more limitations than someone else, but that's okay. It's recognizing those limitations, bringing them to the surface and working with them that ultimately causes you to be successful. Denying them or being scared to purchase because of the limitations, because the limitations might come up, is a misnomer, because you're failing already. You're scared to purchase in case you fail, but you're already failing by not trying. So the thing you're scared of happening is actually already happening. See what I mean? So people say, I'm so scared of failing. I'm like, well, you're failing already. How so? Because you're not even trying. So you're already failing. So the only way people avoid doing things in case old habits come up, but you're just avoiding the old habit. And as long as you continue to avoid the old habit, which keeps you stuck, you're never going to change it. The only way to move forward is to try something. The old habit raises its head. You go, shit, there it is. Right. Let's look at this. Okay. What? And then we go, okay, you need another tool and you need to replace that with that. So you always have popcorn in the evening with your kids, right? But you're not having popcorn now. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to chop up some celery, or you're going to have this, you're going to have that, or you're going to replace the munching of the popcorn with something else. We're going to teach you how to make dehydrated kale chips with salt and vinegar, sprinkling on them. And you're going to sit and eat dehydrated kale chips, as many as you want, which taste exactly like salt and vinegar chips, right? You're just going to sit and eat those whenever you want chips. You're like, okay, suddenly now you can succeed because you have another option that you can choose. So it's not about taking away the things you love. It's about replacing them with something else. When you want something oily and salty like potato chips, you can have an avocado sprinkled with salt, or you can have, kale chips with salt and vinegar, oily and salty. It's about replacing the craving with something else that is on plan and that works. And slowly over time, your cravings change. Or if you can't get out of bed in the morning to do your training or your cardio, then you just have to figure out what it is that's stopping you. Is it like a feeling? Is it a resource? Are you not planned the night before? Are you setting your alarm too late? Like, what are all the reasons you're not getting up in the morning? We figure out what those are and we help you overcome them. But you can't overcome them unless you actually know what they are. And you won't know what they are unless you try. So a goal setting program is about moving forward towards a goal. And then you hit a roadblock and you stumble and you fall and you fail. And so then you look at the failure and you say, right, what is my missing resource? Is it physical? Is it emotional? Or is it in thought? Am I missing something physically? Is there something emotionally holding me back? Or am I just thinking, is my thinking off? Like, I'm thinking this is going to be hard and I need to reframe my thinking into, yeah, Christ, I can do this. So you figure out what's the missing resource. You give yourself the resource and then you try again, right? Let's try tomorrow morning and see, can I get up at 5 a.m. and go and do my cardio if that's what you want to do? Personally, no, I don't do cardio at 5 a.m. ever. But if you want to be the kind of person who gets up and does cardio at 5 a.m., well, then we'll figure out what's stopping you and why you can't do it. So that's all that's all failure is. That's all goal setting is. That's all achieving a goal is. You work towards the goal, you recognize your failures as you move along, and then you overcome your failures by looking at them and putting in a plan to change them. Just Girl 89 is just a girl saying, what about sweet stuff like chocolate and ice cream? Yeah, we have chocolate every day in this program. We also have, Laura was like, let's create a protein ice cream recipe book. Laura, put that one on the plan, put that one on the to-do list as well. Let's create 10 recipes with protein powder to make protein ice cream. So we actually have loads of ice cream recipes made with protein powder, which are all on plan in the program. So can you have a big tub of Ben & Jerry's? No, right? But can you have protein ice cream, which hits the spot exactly the same way as the Ben & Jerry does? Yes. Are we going to provide those recipes? Absolutely. So it's so simple to replace a craving with something that is on plan and good for you. You just have to know how to do it, right? You need to know what your downfalls are and how to overcome them. Monique is saying she loves her air fryer. She says it lives on her counter. She loves zucchini sticks and peppers in the air fryer. Sweet potatoes are allowed once a day. Yum. Yes, exactly. All these things can make chips and potato chips and whatever in the air fryer. They are amazing. When is the deadline for lifetime access? Angela is asking. It's tomorrow, Angela. I'm not sure what we usually say tonight at midnight. So, but I think we actually leave it open to about midday tomorrow. So it will be tomorrow morning Canada time. I'm not sure of exactly the time. We usually say it's midnight on Sunday, but I'm pretty sure we're going to leave it open until midday tomorrow. So you just need to get in within the next 12 hours, I would say. Within the next 18 hours, let's say. Get in. Don't leave it too late. But if you miss the deadline tomorrow and you want to get in, we will honor it for you. Don't worry. You can write to support and we'll figure it out for you. Right, guys. This is officially the end. So let me see if there's any more purchasers here live so I can call you out. We have Stephanie Kennedy Malum, Angela Hargess, and Lisa Dodds have all joined live while we were here. So that was, how many did we have join live? I think we had, and Emily Evans has also joined. Hi, Emily Evans. Nice to see you here. How many did we have join live in total? I think we had 14 join. 15 people joined live. So that was really nice. Really nice to be able to shout out all of the new people. Guys, don't forget, you have to get in by tomorrow, okay? You have to get in within the next 12 hours. Otherwise, the lifetime access is gone. You get access for 6 months, and then you have to pay $47 a month after that. I'm going to be coaching for the next 6 months. I'm going live tomorrow at this time in the Facebook group. Starts tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it. If you join after tomorrow, you can get the replays, but you actually just want to make sure that you're joining live, because really, that's really going to be the best way to do it. Okay. Alison, will you still get the 6 months if you can't join till Friday? Alison, the deadline is tomorrow. Okay. But listen, Alison, you are a long-term customer. I know you're a long-term customer, and you always make it work. And you absolutely, are very, very valuable. So Alison, absolutely. If you can't join till Friday, I will honor that for you. So all you need to do is write to Maya in customer service, and she'll be here anyway. Maya will be here watching the live. So make sure you, if you write to customer service, I already actually asked Maya, because I saw you posting in the groups, and this is the kind of thing that I do for my people. I already saw you posting in the group saying that it was so expensive for you and you couldn't afford it. And Alison, I'm just going to tell you, you're the reason we actually created the 18-month payment plan. Because I said to Maya, Alison is such a long-term customer. I said she always purchases the programs. She's been training with us for so long. I really want to make this work for her. I said, so if she writes into customer service, because I told you to in the groups, I said, create an 18-month payment plan for her. Just to be able to spread the cost further. So she did that. And then I thought, you know what? I just thought, let's actually offer the 18-month payment plan to anybody who wants it, because, this is lifetime access. So, you're not going to have to buy another program after you bought this. So you can spread the cost further. So Alison, just wanted to let you know that it was because of you that we did it. So I hope that makes you feel better. We do appreciate you so much. We appreciate all of our customers so much, but I do know the ones who've been with me for a long time. So thank you, Alison, for your continued love and support in the program. No, there's no coupon code. Unfortunately, Sweb 1000 is asking. the coupon code is live coaching with me for 6 months. That is the very special prize that you get. Let me just do one more check if I'm shouting out anybody else before we go live. Sometimes it updates. No, Emily Evans was the last one that we shouted out. So I'm really sorry if you're joining now and I haven't managed to shout your name out. I'll just do a quick refresh just to make sure. No, Emily Evans was the last one. Right, guys, I was on for an hour and a half. That is some serious talking, even for me. But thank you so much for joining us here on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. I've actually really enjoyed being here on Instagram, even though I haven't really been paying you guys much attention, but I'm definitely going to do more lives on Instagram. I used to do them all the time. So I'm going to make sure that I do more lives on Instagram. And for those of you who've joined Extreme Menopause Body Makeover, I will see you tomorrow in the group at 4 p.m. It's going to be absolutely epic. You're going to love it. For those of you who plan to join, get in tonight or today, right? You have to join by the end of today to get the lifetime coaching. Can't wait to see loads of you in the group. As soon as you've joined, make sure you pop into the messenger chat. You have to go to, I think you join from your phone. There's like a button at the top which says chat or something, and you click there and you join the messenger chat. Make sure you come in and be like, hi, I'm here. And so we can all be like, yay. And be really, really excited for you because that will be amazing. Oh, Sweb1000 is saying she joined. She's like, okay, let me just see. Is your name updating? So I can call you out. Sweb1000, I'm not sure who you are. Cheryl Webster. There you are, Cheryl. Of course, that's Schweb. That makes sense. Cheryl, you got in. I shouted you out. You made it by the skin of your teeth just before the live. I'm so happy that you're here. So happy that you joined. For those of you who were here live with me, thank you so much. I love you all so much. Thank you for everyone who joined the challenge, whether we see you in this program or not in this program. I just want to thank you for everything, for being here, for being so supportive, for being so wonderful to each other. We don't take your time, energy, or attention for granted ever. We will be back in the future with more lives and more webinars and more trainings. This is not the last that you've heard from the Sculpted Vegan because, I like to talk a lot. Thank you to my team for everything you've done over this launch. I appreciate each and every one of you, the late nights that you've pulled, the weekends on customer service, the working around the clock, all of the hours that everybody has put in, knocking themselves out, making this happen. I appreciate each and every one of you, and you know that, but I think it's good to say it live because everybody has really pulled together and made this an absolutely cracking success. And I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you here to Instagram for being live. Thank you to Facebook here being live. Thank you to people on YouTube, to everyone who gave up this time on their Sunday to be here with me. I'll see everyone in Extreme Menopause Body Makeover tomorrow, and I'll see the rest of you really soon, somewhere on social media. Like, I'm not going anywhere. We'll see each other soon. Okay. Love you all so much. Mwah. Sending big hugs and kisses. Okay. Bye, guys.